Freak bitches.
The Jimbo Zoomer experience.
So this sort of starts like halfway through something I was already talking about before he was on the stream and before I was recording. So it's a little confusing. He is explaining a NFT based crypto game because we were talking about like crypto scams and stupid crypto things like that, NFTs. Anyway, so that's just a quick explanation, and then it just starts kind of abruptly. So anyway, I hope you enjoy. If you're not interested in the NFT talk, you can skip a little ways through. We start talking about Catcher in the Rye being CIA mind control and look into Randy Stair and just hang out if you skip like, I don't know, 30 minutes in. Anyway, yeah, so enjoy and peace.
And all the main, let me see, land deeds, like you got one, like all the big ones are sold out.
Sorry, I'm trying to balance.
Like the Citadel of Wind cost 2,300 Ethereum, right? It's like $1 million, right?
Yeah.
And so if you have like this land, right? So all these players have to build their houses like inside your land, and it's your job to provide them with like protection, because when you go out into the world you fight all these monsters, and the token you get for killing the monsters is their currency, which is called Gala. That's their crypto, right?
Yeah.
And then the players will spend the Gala like to buy, meat or armor or weapons inside your, you can build a weapon shop or whatever. You're basically like a feudal lord.
Yeah.
Right? It's like blockchain feudalism,
Okay.
And like,
yeah, sorry, continue.
As much of like a nightmare scenario it is, it's like, I have friends that they just fucking game all day long.
Right.
So it's like, well, if
people
you don't
already
care,
spend money on games, on some level. So if it's for like a reasonable price, that's not even that insane, right?
Well, you can play the game for free. You're just not going to be like a lord, I mean, you can work your way up, like if you're grinding or whatever, but
it just needs to be a good game, and this could work.
Yeah, that could be a really fun game. You group up with your friends and you go and you fight monsters or whatever, and then you and obviously it's mining their crypto inside your graphics card as you play, right?
That's fucking hilarious.
Well, yeah, but that's how you're earning money. You're by when you're sitting there and your guy is like, your graphics card is being tapped. You're basically allowing them access to use your computer as like a mining farm, right?
Yeah.
And there's millions of people doing it, and then you kill a monster and you get like 3 Gala, which is worth like 30 cents or whatever,
Yeah.
And you just like play. And so I thought the idea was cool, but it's also like really like a nightmare future we're like headed towards.
It also number one, could easily just not work if the game sucked or it was too high of entry. But this is like something that I could see somewhat working, right? The other one that I was looking at is absolutely built as a scam. The whole thing is like, okay, you buy land, sort of like that, right? But then they advertise it as like, and then you can build whatever game you want inside of it, but it's also this game that's called the Sandbox, and you can explore all these different worlds. And for the stuff that you're putting in your worlds, you're like buying these shitty models that are. I mean, okay, if you're looking at my screen right now, or you'll see it in a second. I just opened up an antelope. Okay. One of these cost $596 on this store. Okay, like it's retarded. It's like, that's not real. No one's ever gonna do that, and if they do, they're retarded. And it's all on this goofy idea of like, well, it's NFT, so there's a limited amount, so it actually does have that value. And it's like, well, no, Bitcoin has a high value because it has like a function that is valuable, that it's an alternate like currency, right?
Yeah.
That's its value. This is an antelope. in a shitty video game
Mm-hmm.
that I need to pay $10,000 to even get into in the first place. Like,
yeah, I mean, imagine if like Blizzard retooled WoW to function like this. Like, it would be revolutionary, you know. But they're not. Just not like no one's smart enough. Like there's no overlap in the Venn diagram between like people who can make good games and people who can make NFT like scam systems.
Yeah.
You know.
To be fair, it would make WoW like 1,000 times worse, I would imagine, you know. But
Sure.
But it would make them a lot of money, which would be revolutionary.
But we know people who play WoW 18 hours a day, so they might as well just be earning like $2.50, you know, a day instead of nothing.
True.
But
true. That's true.
I mean, I don't even know. Like, so what is that? So we're like on like Globo, Homo,
some gay
like
job,
coin, and like the average human being's job is to like play a fake video game in order to like house the new monetary system on their home machine.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
sounds terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd rather
it's
just
like it sounds
gold.
doable.
I'd rather just buy gold
but
and
yeah,
silver and
right.
like, bury it in the ground. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been looking at Floyd coin.
Floyd
right?
coin.
Yeah. Here, let me share the link. They're gonna have a Floyd NFTs and stuff. So and Floyd coin was like 30 cents yesterday. It's like $1.50 now. So
wow, how fun is that?
I think it's awesome. Here, I'm gonna post the link. Let's look at it.
Okay. Contribute to a good cause. Wow. It has state-of-the-art Flokimon collection. Okay, how fun is this? We got Derek Chauvin. He's a water type.
Uh-huh.
George Floyd. Ooh.
Yeah.
He's a bunch of type.
Mm-hmm.
How fun is that?
I mean, if someone like, you know, if there was like 100 Flokimon NFTs and they were selling for, you know, a couple $100 a piece and the media got wind of it, like what could they do? They can't they can't stop this, you know.
What if Pokemon the company, you know, wasn't Japanese and so they could like understand Western markets on some level, and they, instead of having their gay shitty card game online, instead revolutionized and turned it into like an NFT based thing where they could release, you know, 15 shiny Charizards that could then be used in the online like battling game and stuff. That would be how you use this effectively.
I'm sure that's coming.
Yeah. Well, it's probably not though, because the companies are stupid. They have no idea that they could do that. It would be like some fucking retard's gonna do it, and then because it's just some retard, not Pokemon, it's retarded, so it doesn't have actual value.
Well, they're talking about using NFT technology to link it to your like biometric chip for your like vaccine pass, you know?
Yeah, that's cool.
It's like like I'm reading, you know, it's like you could be an NFT, like track your steps, like earn a squiggly point every 1,000 steps, and it's just like that's what we're doing.
My God.
Like that's like, is this the inevitable conclusion where like the human being, like an individual human, is now a NFT?
Yeah,
like that, like you know.
I remember like sometimes like RuneScape heads would be like, dude, what if like real life was like an RPG? Like we could just grind stuff out. That would just be hell. Now, you know, now that we actually see it, that would just be horrible.
Spent 20 years grinding my illustration and graphic design skills. Like, I don't understand how
we play it in a not gay way right now. Yeah,
it's called just get good at something. Like, what if you could grind like for 10 hours a day and get really good at something? I don't know, go to the gym. Why don't you grind lifting weights? Like, it's ridiculous.
That's literally true. Yeah. Wow. We already live in that, but now they're making it a gay version with NFTs where you make 10 cents.
Yeah. Well, I remember like 15 years ago, there was this thing called Mechanical Turk. Does it still exist?
I have no idea.
Yeah, Mechanical Turk
Floyd
exists, right? Mechanical Turk has been around. It's an Amazon owns it now. Wow. Okay. So Google used to own it, but they sold it to Amazon. Access a global on-demand 24/7 network. Get started with Amazon Mechanical Turk. Mechanical Turk is crowdsourcing marketplace that makes it easier for individuals, business, blah 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 blah. So you go on Mechanical Turk, you make a account, and then you start working, right? And the kind of work they give you is like, they'll be like, we're gonna show you like, 1,000 JPEGs a day, and you need to like sort them out. So it'll be like, like sort these JPEGs by color. Like this has, like the most common color is blue, the most common color is red, or like sort these like this is a bicycle, like this is a fucking a picture of a car, right? So, and they'll pay you like 0.001 cents for like each one you do, right? And so it was a lot of people in like Malaysia, Singapore, India, basically like third worlders who had like a phone, could sit there all day and basically be used as like a human computer for, at the end of the day they make like $1.50, which is like enough to eat for them,
Yeah.
But it was like this really nightmare scenario where I'm like, wow, they've turned like they've crowdsourced humanity into like a just a giant hive mind, like mega
just
computer.
Retarded. Yeah, it's not even a more efficient way to do that either, which is the funniest part. I mean, the military probably already has like quantum computing or whatever. So
well, this is all the military anyways. Like,
so it's them still doing it for just fun.
People forget that DARPA created Facebook,
Yeah.
And that, they go and watch a movie where they're like, the social network. It's like, no, Zuckerberg was like this cool college kid. It's like, no. DARPA gave them $300 million in 2007. Like, this is not, none of this shit is fucking.
That just kind of reminds me. I read this, I was reading one of these schizo books because I bought the
one you showed me?
No, a different one, but it's a lot like that, actually. A lot of the same type of chapters. Yeah. This one's called Blueprints of Mindcontrol. And some of the chapters literally sounded like almost like I was listening to you. Like,
oh no, I'm sorry.
Well, in one of these, there's a chapter called Reptilian Space Pope in this Blueprints of Mindcontrol. And he's just saying, if I were a psychopathic cabal with $21 trillion, I'd probably build a reptilian space pope. I'd splice the genes of a reptile with a human, create a hairless hybrid simpleton, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I mean, not necessarily the wording, but just like the idea, sort of. Anyway, and then just saying, like, yeah, I'd make it do all this stuff and then make it really harmless looking, but then make it tell you that you shouldn't be racist and you shouldn't do this and this and this or whatever. And then he's saying like, I would consider this reptilian space pope my great work. I might even call myself the wickedest man in the world for inventing it. I would claim to have opened a sacred portal on the magical lake in Loch Ness, Scotland. I would piggyback my space pope on the psychic energy of the magic sea dragon Nessie. I would call my little space pope Lamb. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's sort of gay. Like, the wording is actually kind of gay. But the idea, anyway, I was just thinking about that because I was reading that yesterday.
Yeah, well, all this, like, alien disclosure shit, right?
Yeah.
Is really interesting because it's like you go on poll and it's like, fucking aliens are real. Look at this. Look at that. Governments are, like, slowly trying to admit to us like what's been going on, right?
Yeah.
But then if you go online and you look up Project Bluebeam, like 90% of the Project Bluebeam videos have been scrubbed. And you're like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I've always thought that rather than an alien invasion, they would fake the coming of Jesus Christ. Like Project Bluebeam.
They thought about that. That was part of
I think
Project
that would be
Bluebeam.
way more insidious and way... Yeah. And probably, like, prophesied, too, Like,
but
that would literally be a false Christ.
that would be too hard for them to sell. You know, it's like when they made the CG Tupac, everybody was like fake. You know, so like, how are they gonna, like, which Jesus is it gonna look like? Is it gonna look like Renaissance Jesus? Is it gonna end up looking like, Reddit nerd, like brown man Jesus? Like,
well,
what?
it would be whatever Satan would want. I mean, it would literally be like Lucifer, like powering it.
Sure.
Because that's like
could just do that with aliens. Like,
that's true. They could turn it into the same thing.
If you think about like where Big Normie is at right now,
yeah,
like they would love it. They'd be like, some Star Trek First Contact shit where it's like Elon Musk like built the first like spaceship and that can take like civilians, and the aliens are impressed and they want to like make first contact, and like they're here to tell us that like gender is a social construct. Like, people would love that. They would love it,
yeah,
like they would Big Normie would much prefer an alien to come down and reinforce their beliefs than like Jesus.
Yeah, I just mean it would be more evil, because it'd be like, if you're faking Christ, and it's prophesied, which, I mean, I guess you could like whatever, but I mean, this would literally be a antichrist.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't even like a false Christ supposed to be prophesied to in the Bible? I'm pretty sure. So I don't know. I mean, it could go either way. I'm not really sure which one it's gonna be, but because there's a lot of ops that they could be running by, trying to convince you that aliens are real and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. But yeah. Anyway,
my issue with like where I'm at these days when I look at the big picture is that it's so fucking boring.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, I'm bored, right? Like I just walked my dog like an hour ago, right? I went to the coffee shop and there was this like trans, like a total fucking like Discord trans, like Tumblr trans person, right? Young. And I don't know if it was a boy being a girl or if it was like a tomboy, like, it was just like a very androgynous Zoomer, right? And she was dressed like, the way she was dressed, like, and the tattoos that she had the like feminist tattoo that had like all three gender symbols, and like it was just such a cliche. Like the whole outfit was cliched. It was dressed like a little bit of Zoomer fashion, this like neon orange beanie and the haircut, and it was like, I'm like, I swear to God, I've seen like a million pictures of this like archetype. Like, this is a TikTok. It's like, it looked like when one of these girls is like, I just sliced off my tits and like now I dress like a dude. And like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we left the coffee shop and I was walking around the corner and I looked through the window and there was like a Hebrew tattoo on the back of this person's neck. And I was like, oh, of course, right? And I got angry because it's like, you buy Cyberpunk, right? And you see like an NPC and then halfway down the block you see the same NPC and you're like, that's just lazy.
Yeah.
Like I got this, like, I'm just, it's one thing to be enslaved, right? But to be enslaved by like lazy retards that aren't even making the simulation fun is like, that even bothers me even more. Like it's such a cliche, like,
yeah. Right.
Does that make sense what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I sort of get it. Just that it's like, it's the worst. Like what they're making it. It's not even like insidious in like a, interesting way. It's like getting tortured, and it's just, and on top of everything, it's like boring.
I think about this person and I'm like, okay, you want to be special. You want to be different. You want to be like, I'm non-conforming to society. But you look, act, sound, are covered in tattoos. Like there's like, you look like every other fucking TikTok, like female to male tranny. Like, you're not even original. This isn't even like, I'm not blown away,
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, whoa, like you're really like pushing the boundaries of societal norms. Like you're actually, by becoming that thing, you're moving much more towards what is the societal norm within this like global homo paradigm. Like how boring,
Like, it's true. Yeah.
Why can't like one of these female to male tranny Zoomers like dress like a 70s truck driver? You know, like that would
just mix
like,
it up a little.
Yeah. Why don't you? You're like, well, I want to find a tranny that's like I was a cute like Instagram girl, but I realized that I'm a man, so I've decided to dress like Danzig.
And I'm gonna
like,
start
like,
trucking.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
On top of it, go do the job too. Just
go do the job too. No, she's sitting there on like a MacBook, doing whatever, doing the same thing she was doing before she chopped off her tits. Like, okay, cool. You know.
Right.
Like if I met a girl, you know what? I actually do know someone. She wasn't trans, right? So my friend and we used to work for American Apparel's research and development department in like 2007. Like we were in the corporate office, like designing clothes and finding like vintage ads and shit to rip off, right? 80s shit. And there was this girl who was a model, right? And she was beautiful. Like she was a model, right?
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, that's cool, whatever, right? Flash forward like 7 years later, it's 2013. She hits up my friend, and she's kind of more tomboyed out, and you know, they went on a couple dates. It didn't work out, right?
Yeah.
But she quit being a model and decided to become a steel worker, right? Because she thought it was like really cool. Yeah. And like she's still doing that, right? And she's like all tomboyed out, no makeup, all butch. Her hands are, it's so funny, her hands are like all fucked up, right? Like they're all cut up, and like her nails are all busted, and like she's got very masculine hands. Now this girl was an American Apparel model. She was beautiful, right?
Yeah.
But she gave all that up, and now she like puts on a harness and like climbs up 30 stories and uses like one of those big like hydraulic guns to like drive bolts into like steel I-beams and welds shit. And it's not even a meme. Like she doesn't post about it online. It wasn't like for the like, she literally just decided to do that. And like I had no problem with that. She's not she didn't transition or gay, or there's nothing like no sexual anything related to it. She just like was like, I don't want to be an Instagram model anymore. I want to like build steel foundations for skyscrapers.
Yeah.
And that's what she did. Like that to me is interesting, you know?
Yeah.
Like
yeah. That is so funny. Just actually just goes and becomes a steel worker.
Like I want a 19
probably a shitty one, but it's funny nonetheless.
Like I identify as a male, so I'm doing like a long haul trucking. You know?
Right.
Like
right.
I identify as a male, so I'm a garbage man for a living.
I'm gonna go do sewer maintenance. I got to work on a pipe down under this. Down this block.
Yeah, I'm installing like high-speed internet.
To be fair, that would be terrifying if we had women working on the infrastructure like that.
Of course.
Be so fucked. They still would do a shitty job, but it would be hilarious nonetheless.
Well, the thing about this girl is that she's actually really good, and she's been promoted to foreman. Like she's mentally ill. Like like how many girls would wish that they were born beautiful so they could just use their looks to make a living? She had this, and she traded it in to become a foreman at like a steel mill. Like it's absolutely insane.
Yeah. So dumb, but hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow, how fun is that? That's so funny. But yeah, instead, no, they just well, I mean, all the others are mentally ill too, so I mean, it's
yeah, they are. It's just like
not by choice.
Mental illness ends up like working out,
being cooler too.
Yeah. Every once in a while, you
most
get
of the time it's pretty gay and lame.
Yeah. Yep. Well, most of the time it's not real. I think a lot of these libtards that are like, I have mental illness. It's like, no, you don't. You just like can't handle like paying your parking tickets or whatever is stressing you out. Like real people, like. You know, like Nikola Tesla had severe synesthesia, right? Mm-hmm. So like he would see his inventions as like three-dimensional objects floating.
He could take them apart.
Like, that's mental illness. Okay, that like high functioning mental illness. You know, whereas like you're like, I have mental illness. Like I can't.
That's like the picture the apple thing.
Stupid.
Like I can genuinely picture an apple in my head, but that would be like. You're doing that, and then you like slice it in half in your head, and you can like actually visualize. If you don't know what we're talking about, it's like there's like a diagram that goes with it.
Yeah.
It's 1 to 5. What
I
can you
imagine
picture?
the entire apple section at my grocery store.
Really? I
I'm
can
just
see
like-
a single apple pretty well.
No,
like,
I can see them all. I see it. I see the green, the Fuji apples,
Yeah.
the Granny Smiths, the Pink Lady apples. I see some apple pie right next to the apple section. I can imagine a slice of apple pie. You know? I mean,
yeah.
come on, like, but again,
If you
like,
can't do
there's,
that, you're pretty much subhuman. If you can't
they-
see an apple
yeah.
and like eat it in your mind. Anyway, continue.
there was a thing a couple years ago where they were like talking about tetrachromatism. I think that's what it's called. Let me look at it. Like,
Okay, sure.
Chromatic color vision. Okay, so tetrachromatic color vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is when you have 4 cones instead of 3 cones.
Yeah.
So the range of color that you can see is like broader, and they had tests for it, right?
Okay.
But the whole thing was that they were like, only women can have this, right?
Uh-huh.
But then a bunch of dudes started taking the test, and they could see the variations in colors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I took the test, and they were like, yeah, you're tetrachromatic, right? But I'm not. I don't have extra color cones, but years of drawing and painting lets you be able to see like more, right?
Yeah.
And I think that the ability, it's like, can I imagine an apple? I could draw an apple. I could paint an apple I have painted apples. Like,
I've been reading I watched the movie to this before I read the book, but I've been reading East of Eden.
mm-hmm.
Have you ever read that book or watched the movie?
No, maybe I've seen the movie.
Yeah, I was
Is that
just,
James Dean?
Yeah, I was looking for movies, like kind of old movies, and I saw
Yeah.
James Dean was in that too. And I guess that's like the one he got more actual critical acclaim for at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like reading the book. It's actually really fucking good. It's like, Cain and Abel.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're telling Cain and Abel, but it's in California.
Well, it's John Steinbeck.
Yeah. It's supposed to be his magnum opus, is this book, and it is so good.
I'm sorry, I'm crunching my like chips into your phone.
You're good. It's I'm not very far into the book. I watched the movie, and it differs greatly, obviously, because they were just telling like a straight up story, but they're telling it. It's funny because old movies did that well, where it's different from the books, but it's because they wanted the story to be good in that medium. You know what I mean? Whereas if you were doing all these flashback memory bullshit, that like ruins so many movies. You know what I mean? It makes them so much worse. But anyway,
They want to know what I'm eating, and if the people are gonna make fun of me.
what is it?
I went to 7-Eleven and I got a Coke and coffee,
Uh-huh.
which is 50% Coca-Cola and 50% coffee, and then I bought a bag of Cheez-It Snapped. So it's like, I'm not happy. I'm not happy about what I'm doing. Like, I'm totally doing like a MSG like Zog.
It's Zog Chow.
combo.
He's eating Zog Chow, dude.
Yeah. It's sick. I'm so fucked. Like,
Yeah, it's over for you. It's over.
Yeah, that is nihilism. Like dressing in all black and posting about how you're goth is not nihilism.
No.
Buying Coke and coffee and Cheez-Its at 7-Eleven and then not washing your hands and just eating them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're dressing some way for, whatever, you're not fucking
You still have
nihilistic.
hope.
You're trying to be cool or whatever. If you're nihilistic, just sit on your ass and eat some shit. Some Zog Chow. But anyway, it was reminding me of it because it just describes like the area of California. That's what reminded me of it. Was the beginning of the book describes the area of California really well and stuff that it takes place in. But yeah.
What area?
It's like this. I'm trying to think what it was called. Something with an S. It was. I'll open it up. Let me check really quick.
San Gabriel Valley?
No, I don't know if it's an actually real place. I I mean, it would probably be, I would imagine, but let me just go to the beginning of the book. It says, the Salinas Valley in Northern California.
Yeah.
Because they're on a farm, right? And so, yeah, anyway, so it's really good because it's a retelling of Cain and Abel, right? Which is like a really good story to begin. Like, it's a good basis for a story, obviously. But it's like, it gives you so much like perspective and like actually thinking of it from like Cain's angle, which you don't do very often. You know what I mean? Like, if you read the Old Testament or whatever, and you read about Cain and Abel, it's just like Cain was a fucking asshole and he just killed his brother because he was jealous or something, you know. But but it doesn't give any more than that. Like, no build up to it, nothing else that's going on, and it gives you a good I don't know, it like sort of understanding, like sympathy to it. And the movie's just about, you know, James Dean, who's playing Cal, and then his brother Aaron and his dad Adam, right? Like, it starts from there. But the book starts from his completely, like, I'm like 6 chapters in, and it's all from his dad's perspective as like a child growing up. And it's a totally similar thing all over again, where it's his dad Adam is like Abel, his brother Charles is like Cain, and their dad is both a godlike figure, but also a Cain in himself. Like, his like personality type and everything is very much more like Cain. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's so good. That and Rebel Without a Cause are like, for real, just such good movies. Like, both the things that he was in.
Died, you know? Like,
yeah, for real.
He had like, there was some like, it's like there was so much potential. Like,
yeah.
Like, imagine how much stuff he could have done.
And he wasn't even that recognized for it at the time, you know? It's like for Rebel Without a Cause, he didn't get nominated for a single award. And it's like, what else came out that year? Like, what the fuck? What else was even going on at that time? Man, John Steinbeck wrote like everything that's good. Well, not, you know, but like most of the shit that they make you read in like school, like Grapes of Wrath and Mice and Men. And I think they used to make them read what was I saying? East of Eden too. It used to literally just be the entire like required reading. Yeah, I should have been doing this from the beginning. I don't know what the fuck I'm going for here. You know what I need? I need exposure. No, I need to go to color. Saturation. No, I fucking suck. Like, what? Like, looking at this is just making me feel worse and worse as I go. A lot of people say Moby Dick is the best American novel, but it's too long. Yeah, everybody says that's probably a fucking nerd. Who the fuck reads that?
My favorite books that I ever had to read, like in school, were a book called My Brother Sam is Dead, which is basically Mel Gibson's The Patriot.
Okay.
And that book had like a great effect on me. It's like some pro-colonial America, like founding fathers, like fucking fight for your freedom kind of shit. I doubt they let anyone read that now. I mean, I was in 4th grade when I read that, and that was 93. So
yeah.
You can imagine. And then the other book that because I don't remember any of the shit they made us read in school.
Yeah, I'm trying to think too. I don't know.
Book I read that I really love was a book called Maniac McGee, right? And
yeah.
it was about like an orphaned kid who was like really like a street urchin, but he was really dope, but he was like autistic or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't know like how dope he was. Like there was like a part where like some guy at like a candy shop or something had this like giant knot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a big ball of twine that was just in this insane knot. And he was like, anyone who like can untie this knot gets like some kind of reward, you know, and like no one could do it. But then the main character, like he just like sits down like in front of the building for like 4 days and then just doesn't stop until he's untied it. And everyone's like, whoa, you did it. And he's like, I don't know.
The retard kid did it.
Yeah. He's like, it's cool. And then he like, there's a black kid whose like name is Mars Bar, right? Because he eats candy bars. And he's like, I run. So I'm like,
it's like his nickname,
runner.
Street name.
Yeah. And he's like the best runner, you know? But then Maniac McGee, this like white street kid, like he totally smokes him in the foot race. And then at the very end, he like flips around and starts like running backwards just to like dab on. Like, I don't know. It was all this. There was more to it than that. But that like
that's
stuck,
what you remember.
like, that. Yeah, I was like, oh, it's like don't just defeat people, like crush them. You know? I don't know.
Yeah, I remember. I was thinking. All I really remember. I remember reading The Hobbit, and that being like pretty good. Obviously because it's a good book, but I think more so it's just like I had a good English teacher that year, so it was like, you know, because I feel like if you read The Hobbit but you had some fucking retard bitch like explaining whatever to you, it'd be like, wow, I just want to die right now, like this is fucking stupid. But I had like a dude who'd been working there forever, like I think my brother had this teacher, you know, when he went there like 10 years before me, and like whatever. So that was dope. The other one I remember while we were reading Tom Sawyer. While we were reading Tom Sawyer, I was in an English class with a bunch of my friends that we were just getting up into trouble in like junior high school. So while we were reading that, you know, and there was like an audio book, so we weren't actually having to read it. It was like we were sitting there pretending to. We had an English teacher who was just like retarded and didn't care at all what we did. And if you did anything wrong, would like he would never send you to the office. He would be like, all right, let's discuss this. Let's analyze why that was wrong, what you just did, right? And if you do that to like, you know, retarded kids, that works. But if you do that to like kids that just want to fuck around, they're just going to be like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then go immediately fucking do it again. It's like stupid. But while we were reading about Tom Sawyer, we were like spitballing. We were like shooting spitballs at this slut in our class, and
nice, good job.
And a Muslim girl that was wearing like a hijab. Yeah, yes. We were just getting it like right in there. We'd like say their names, they'd turn around, we'd hit them. We were like crawling on the floor up to them and shooting spitballs, just excellent. Like fucking around. Yeah. That was the best. Having a teacher like that didn't fucking care. I got so much out of the book. It was like when, you know, Tom Sawyer was doing whatever hijinks, we were too. It was like, I'm so like relatable. Me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was the best. We would literally just leave class, like in the middle of class, and this guy wouldn't do a fucking thing about it. Like, it was retarded. It was like like on some level, it is just awesome having like a liberal retard teacher, because they're stupid.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
No.
I muted myself. I accidentally muted myself.
I remembered did anyone read the Tripod trilogy? They made us read this in school, and like they only made us read one. Like you had. Do you guys remember? Like they would give you a choice. For like spring break or winter break. Like when you had to read a book, like over summer or whatever, they would say like you can choose from these books. You know, and the Tripod trilogy was one of them. And I saw the book covers. Like if you Google image search Tripod trilogy, like the OG book covers from the 60s are really dope. I'll just send you a fucking link.
Okay, for sure. I think I finally figured out what was wrong with the image I was working with, and it was like I was doing a weird grid. thing on the bottom.
These books. Did anyone read these books? I sent it to you on.
Oh, I'll pull it up.
They were.
Oh, I've seen these. I don't think I read them, but.
And I'm just thinking, like, I don't know, man. Is school still that? Like, imagine an elementary school where they're like, yeah, go read this book, like this, like 1967, like
sci-fi. Yeah, like, that's so sick.
Yeah.
That is dope.
Yeah, I had to read Catcher in the Rye. Catcher in the Rye is fucking awesome. Not because it's a good book, but because I believe that the fucking CIA forced him to write a book in order for them to like find disaffected like faggots that they could like activate, right? And I had like a first-hand experience with that, because I had this friend from elementary school, and then because in my, I'm sure it's like this forever, like we all went to the same elementary school, same middle school, same high school, right? And so we were like buddies in elementary school, and then we like weren't really friends in sixth or seventh grade, and then in 10th grade in high school, I was like ditching class. I used to ditch class all the time because I was like, this is fucking gay, right?
Yeah,
and
me too.
I was walking, and I found this fool sitting in like a corner, like on some stairs, and he was reading Catcher in the Rye, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, like, Nick, what's up, bro? And he's like, I love this book. Like, this is so good. I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever, right? And then we like, I like brought him back into our friends group, and we used to hang out and like drink beer and shit on the weekends. And he was totally like a Holden Caulfield. Like, he was like a fucking weird, antisocial, like just a total weirdo, right? And then one time he got drunk, and I wasn't there, but we were all supposed to meet at his house, and one of my buddies showed up early, and he like pulled his dad's shotgun out, and he like held my other friend at gunpoint.
What?
Yeah, and then he threw him a copy of Franny and Zoe, which is another book. Who wrote Catcher in the Rye? I'm blanking. It was.
I have no idea. I've never read that.
Well, there's another book called Franny and Zoe, right? And he was like holding our friend at gunpoint, like demanding that he read excerpts from Franny and Zoe. And that's when I like realized, like, no, like
that's MK Ultra. Yeah.
Catcher in the Rye is an MK Ultra book. Like that movie Conspiracy Theory with Mel Gibson, like he always has to have a copy of Catcher in the Rye with him. And then when he goes off grid, like he goes to a store and he buys it with cash, but then the CIA people that are trying to hunt him down get a ping every time somebody buys or checks out that book. And also, wasn't it the favorite book of the guy who shot John Lennon? Like, and a couple of other instances. Like,
oh my gosh!
That, yeah, I think
they must have said his trigger word, like unironically, like.
Yeah, in one of Sam Hyde's like rants, he talks about how the reason they make people read Catcher in the Rye.
My brother wanted me to read that book. He bought it for me. I never read it.
It's a secret litmus test for them to weed out who the fucking antisocial psychopaths are. Like, I think that book was from the beginning designed to like find the red flag people in our society.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, because if you read that book,
what's it about?
It's about some fucking insufferable faggot who thinks he's special, right?
Yeah.
And so you read the book, and if you're normal, you're like, damn, you're an insufferable faggot and you're not special. But some people read that book and they're like, he's just like me. And those are the people that you can like
program,
give LSD to, and get them to kill
and break
John
their
Lennon.
mind. Yeah. Wow. How fun is that? Program the word into their mind.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
That's what I wanted meme magic to be. Right?
Yeah, we shouldn't have to research on how to actually.
Well, it's even more like that with Death of an E-Girl. Like I'm like, we're writing a kind of book where like most people will read it and be like, yeah, man, this is like what a society, right?
Yeah.
But then like a handful of guys will be like, I'm gonna, take my super soaker to the yoga studio this Saturday. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't even want that kind of thing to happen. I'm just like interested in the technology of making art like that.
Right.
Like, how do you like?
Yeah.
So like when
Like a little testing.
The nerds that like made, atomic weaponry were like too focused on, or what did he say in Jurassic Park? He's like, you were so busy wondering if you could, you didn't think about whether or not you should. Make dinosaurs, that is.
Yeah. Not program somebody to mass murder. Yeah.
Oh,
that's crazy. That actually happened to your real friend. Like,
yeah, I know.
What the fuck?
Snake says that's not what Catcher in the Rye was written to do. Catcher in the Rye was written to prime normies to hunt down incels. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, how is that different than what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's saying to like find not saying all incels are like that, but find one kind of antisocial,
I don't
freaks.
think Holden is an incel like the way that Biggie Slonk is an incel. Like,
he's not even an incel. Fucking fake so.
No, I know. Don't. Well,
scum. Just kidding. Just kidding.
No. I mean, like, your modern day incel is probably the coolest fucking dude you'll ever meet, right?
Yeah. He is like the funniest
Holden
person I know.
Caulfield is like says all my friends and peers had a burning hatred of Holden. No, I felt bad for him. Do you relate to him? Were you like,
you
freak?
Like all right, somebody give this guy some LSD. Let's see what it'll do. Hey, I have a question. When you're done with this stuff, I just want to know, like, how would you turn an image into something like this? Let me pull it up on my stream real quick. I'm looking at it on my on this like sticker thing here. This is just a good example of it. There's more I could probably find, but oh, this has a ton of fucking cool shit. But it's like they're turning a face into like really good, like this, into like a really good lined thing that it probably doesn't, isn't recognizable as what it is. You'll see in a second when I stop. On the internet is not private thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Okay, so this next part was recorded with copyrighted music over the entire thing. So I'm just gonna speed it up and skip it. It's like, I don't even know, like an hour and a half of fucking around talking about Catcher in the Rye. I'm kind of disappointed I can't have this in here, but I don't know. It'll make the rest of it a lot shorter. It's just literally the whole thing has copyrighted music. We took an Arnold Schwarzenegger image. We were kind of talking about how Fast Wave is so goofy, and how I used to make it when I was in like high school. Thought it was cool. Anyway, and then we took a Arnold Schwarzenegger image and put like the Coomer face over it and made it Fast Wave style. And then we're mixing it with this wallpaper we really liked that just said investment over it a bunch. And then we gave him a Catcher in the Rye book and a Coomer arm, made his arm, one of his arms really big, one of his arms really small. started sort of merging the thing. You'll see here, it's like making text goofy, sort of fitting it. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. I probably didn't explain that well, didn't do that any justice, but that's basically it. We had a good time making this, and I'm sorry that I had to just skip through this whole thing. But I wasn't thinking at the time about what was playing and what would be allowed to be uploaded and whatever. So we gotta deal with that, okay? But after this, it's gonna be a long look into Randy Stair. And yeah, we give him a Catch from the Rye book right there, of course. We were talking about that. Anyway. Awesome. This is future Jimbo. Okay, bye. Okay. Abandoned EGS episode. Welcome to the squad.
Hello, this is Randy, creator of EGS.
This is the guy who did it and then blew his head off.
What you're about to see here is...
He either drew these or he commissioned... Yeah, he would commission the drawings. He would commission people to do animations. So, and it's a bunch of different artists. So it's like, there's different levels of quality throughout some of them. Yeah, in the same episode.
Is the original.
So I'd have to do like, what were the name of the kids who shot up Columbine?
Dylan, no, not Dylan Roof. Columbine kids.
It was Claybolt, Dylan.
Was it Dylan? Yeah, it was a Dylan, huh? Wait. Shooters. Columbine shooters. Why will you not show me the name? Yeah, Dylan and Eric.
Harris and Dylan Claybolt.
Yep.
Yeah, so you do art of these guys, but in the bootleg style that this guy wanted.
Yeah, you go find the artist.
Or, you know what? Fuck these guys. Just do the tranny Danny Phantom Ghost Harem version of this guy.
Yeah.
Randy Stair.
Yeah. All right, here, I'll play the video because it's going to be fucking good.
Okay.
Like this is the actual animation. He's the one talking right here. He was like the worst shooter ever. I think he injured one person with a shotgun and then killed himself. So he's like
Nassim she didn't hit anybody.
Well, yeah, she might be the worst, but
he's a dude, so he has no excuse.
Yeah, but and he also, I guess, doesn't get a join the harem then, I would imagine, because he didn't even get a kill. So, or he might have gotten one. I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
Hello, this is Randy, creator of EGS. What you're about to see here is the original first half of the Axed original episode. This was all scrapped and abandoned because it mostly only pertained to my fan base, which you'll see why later on in this episode. But this was the true sequel to Absolution, with Curtain Call being the second half of this portion. It was originally attached to this, and this was just a humongous video, which now you'll hopefully see why this took me all year to work on. But anyways, without rambling on for too long, the animation in this is not finished as well, like in Curtain Call, unfortunately. Some shots are better than others, but hey, you know, I hope you get a laugh out of this. This one's meant to be more comedic than Curtain Call. This one, unfortunately, is also live action, but hey, you know, it gets the point across of what I was going for. Next year, these things will be 100% animation, all the back.
Imagine if Dylan and Eric had like a full fucking YouTube channel where they like commentated over their life. Like that, dude. Like that's literally what this guy has. He had like hundreds of videos that are still archived to this day, where it's like you can see him go fucking insane.
Backgrounds will be animated and everything, and it'll just be way better. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy this and have a marvelous day.
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Everyone goes someday.
Dude.
This is horrifying.
I bet this guy loved Catcher in the Rye.
Randy, you should read Catcher in the Rye. He's just like you.
It's a lot of black screen, buddy.
He got scammed so many times by the people he was paying to make that shit.
Oh God, just.
We've all been there. In that dark place inside our minds where we question everything to the slightest detail. Where we question our faith in the afterlife. We all pass through this world trying to figure out our identities. What we
Investment.
like. What we don't like. Who we trust. Who we despise. In the end, it's meaningless.
I could have made him that.
This isn't a place full of sunshine and rainbows.
Whose grave
This
is
is
that?
the abyss of your never mistakes. You're sent here to do
Stock
more than
footage
reflect.
graveyard.
You're sent here to pay the price for being spliced between both good and evil. Time is not of the essence. I've been here for nearly a quarter of a century, yet it feels like hours.
Dr. Otter says, I like Catcher in the Rye. Cox pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't operate like you do. We feel no physical pain or starvation, but the mental pain of hopelessness. You're given the answers to your ever so important questions, but it does little to comfort you. It's a test.
Work my fingers to my bones, I scream with pain. I still
Oh my gosh.
We're all destined to be recruited on the other side. It's not a matter of by choice, but by fate. For years I've had a recruit by my side, Amber Flores, helping me get my feet wet for what was
It's like a fucking CIA monologue for you, like even like a noir, like detective. For years I've had blank by my side, and it's so creepy when it's like a group too, saying stuff because it's just him putting on like a girl voice. And,
Okay, so are these girls
okay, let me pull it up.
characters from
Danny Phantom. Yeah, very, very minor characters. Like
Ghost Band?
they're in
Is
like
that what I need to
2
look
or
up?
3. Here, I'll pull it up on this window. 1 second.
I see.
Ghost.
So there was like
Band.
a ghost band in a couple of episodes.
Yeah, they were kind of. I mean, like I remember because they're kind of hot, or whatever in
Sure.
it. But yeah, I mean, very minor characters. If not for Randy Stair, I probably would have never thought of them. Yeah. Yep. Ember McLean. We've got. I don't even know if there's 3 of them, but he definitely has 3 of them.
Can I put a pin in that video and I'm gonna. Can we talk about something that I need help understanding?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna send you an image right here.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna drop it in aesthetic. I need one of you guys on stream to explain to me how this happens.
What the fuck?
Okay. Like,
This is worse than Randy
I-
Stair.
dude, I was looking at video games and I saw that Nights into Dreams was on sale for like $5, so I bought it and I was goofing off, right? And I was thinking about like Chris Chan and a couple of people I know who are like, okay, I don't even know how to express myself. What happened where like the kids that grew up on the like second generation of Sonic shit turned into like transsexual freaks and
I
like
don't know.
furries
Yeah.
and like weirdos? Like what happened? Because like I had a Sega Genesis. I love Sonic the Hedgehog. I used to draw pictures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I was very much a Sonic fan as like a boy, I had Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sega CD, Knuckles Chaotix. Like I was a Sonic guy. I have a Sonic sleeping bag that is my dog's blanket now, right?
Yeah.
It's vintage 90s. But like it didn't like how did like and Chris Chan is like the perfect example because he's like his autistic mush brain is ripe to be mutated by what is the thing? What is the energy? Like what happened? Like how do you create what has to happen to someone where they take the time, energy to like make this image, like a Sonic furry version of the ghost girl from Danny
Yeah,
Phantom. Like,
right. Why does this exist? How?
And the person who like made this image like, why do I have to share a plane of reality with them?
Yeah,
like,
right.
What? Like,
well, maybe it's like their autism is so strong that it's like, this is, they have two things they like, and this is one of them, okay? And they're always thinking about it. And then like pornography is just such like a heavy mind hazard on top of it. And so their autistic brain, well, they're looking at this like insane mind hazard that should not exist and is so damaging. Yeah. They're still obsessed with Sonic, like even while that's happening, Maybe that's it. Maybe it is some weird thing with the autistic brain, like, and then it mixes over time. And then, because it's like every time they look at this, pornography and stuff, it's like, fucking with their brain. They're getting dopamine hits and whatever. And they're mixing that in their fucking minds. I think that could be it. It's sick. Yeah. Yeah. Why did they bite into the apple? I don't know. All right. Anyway.
All right.
Back to
the fucking video, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Every new recruit gets
on that note,
their own unique number. It's not a pretty process.
Oh my god. But like, that's so creepy because it's literally him just fucking duplicating his voice 6 times in his weird tranny voice.
Yeah.
They say God takes young souls because of their purity. That's a squad recruiting their newest member. It's kind of like being split into different houses based on your traits.
Imagine getting killed by this.
There seems to be an endless amount of squads in this universe.
I think the other problem is parenting.
Yeah.
When I was in 10th grade, my girlfriend was like emo punk, like goth girl. This is like 2001 when that was like starting to happen.
Yeah.
So she like was like, let's make you like cool. And I'm like, whatever, I'm getting fucking high school like strange. So whatever you want to do, baby, right?
Yeah.
So she fucking like gave me like frosted tips in my hair and like dyed them pink. And then she like plucked my eyebrows a little bit to make them like Guido, like Jersey Shore eyebrows, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then we went to my uncle's house,
and
we opened the door, and my uncle took a look at me, and he went, "Faggot!" right, really loud. And then he went to his office, and he buried his face in his hands, and he started sobbing, and he was like, "Oh!" He starts crying, and he was like, "Faggot! You're a faggot! My nephew's a faggot!"
Oh.
And I was like, "Whoa, dude!" Like, and yeah, but I never did anything like that ever again.
Oh, yeah.
That's also what's missing from
definitely,
society.
Definitely.
Yeah, my uncle, he's Persian, so like he was born in Iran, so.
That's crying.
No, I swear to God, I felt so bad. Like he was
like, no, dude, no, I'm doing this for head. I'm sorry. I'm not.
I know. When you're like 16, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't want to see like your dad or your uncles. You don't want to see a grown adult man like start sobbing, right? Like it's traumatic, you know.
I'll never do it again. Not even for head.
No, I know. I didn't. I went. I told my girlfriend like I was like, fix my hair. Like
it can't happen again.
Like, yeah.
Why'd you make my uncle cry? You
Dude,
bitch.
My roasty girlfriend was like, the Zog machine was running like MK Ultra, like Globo Homo on me through her. Like she didn't know. She was just like, "This is what cool guys look like," and I was like,
so funny.
You're the first girl who's ever let me look at her boobs, so you can do whatever you want, you know, like. But it was just, I'll never forget it, and I bring it up with him every once in a while. I'm like, "Do you remember that time?" And he denies. He's like, "I never did that." He did.
Incredible.
Yeah. I'm saying that's what, like, if this kid had an uncle, like, if I made this thing and my you know, the adults in my family were like, "What do you like? You spent 4 hours and X $100 like making a video, like that was what you did." Like, and I showed them this, they would be like, "You're a faggot." Like, they would. I would have got the shit.
They'd be like, "Hey, have you ever read Catcher in the Rye?" You'd really like it. All right. Yeah, no, totally true though.
This one has been my home. The afterlife is more than just a battle. It's a war.
Oh my gosh.
I bet my girlfriend knows all about this. She's
What?
like a fucking. I said, I bet my girlfriend knows all about this. Like, she's like an encyclopedia for this kind of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
She like loves this shit.
I was thinking right here, whoever animated this for him should probably be held liable as well for not reporting him to like the authorities. When he asked for, can you get the Danny Phantom Ghost Girls to like,
Dude,
can you animate this?
Animated this is posting HRT progress pics on Discord as we speak.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that this person is just as sick, like,
Yeah.
if not sicker, like, because they took the time to get this, or it was some like dope guy from Singapore who was just like, I need money, you know.
Yeah, true. Oh my gosh.
So what year was he making this shit?
Let me look it up. When did Randy Stair do this? Randy Stair.
The CIA animated this for him.
He started his shooting. Oh, there are 4 deaths. 3 people died at this guy's hands. What the
Okay.
fuck? So he shot the place up in 2017. So this was probably animated in like 2015 or 2016.
This guy did need Terry Davis as his uncle, or my uncle as his uncle.
Yeah. Also, I have no idea what this song is. There's no way he sung this, so I don't know.
Yeah. You want to hear something kind of sad though?
What?
About my uncle?
Oh.
I have a cousin who is like a total flamer.
Oh,
right?
no.
Like legit, like he like brings his like boyfriend to Thanksgiving.
Oh
dinner,
my gosh. Yeah, I do
and
too.
my
It's
uncle
disgusting.
is like, I yell at him, but my uncle is like all tolerant and shit now, right? And like the other night, we were like at like, I think it was like a month ago at my birthday, and I was talking to my cousin, and I was like, yeah, well, so and so is a total faggot. And then my uncle goes, he says, you know, you shouldn't say that. Like, you should be glad. Like, we have to be tolerant. Like, it's not right. Like, and I'm just like, what happened to you? Like, fucking too many years in America. Like, whoa, dude. You know, like, it kind of like bummed me out. Like,
That is fun. Yeah, that's fucked up.
I know.
Was it his son?
No, it's not his son.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck?
It's one of our cousins.
Fucked up. Wow. That was the intro. I guess. Now the plot starts.
Written by Randy Stair. Haley Passmore.
That's his trans alter ego.
Oh,
I'm
God.
90% sure that when he dies, he believed he'd become. Dude, imagine being one of the 3 people that died at this guy's fucking hands. Oh my gosh.
Nothing is as blackpilling as the 3 Asian incels that faggot Elliot Rodger killed.
True.
Those guys, like, holy shit.
They did nothing
like,
wrong.
Those guys were the dudes you thought you were, asshole. Like, it's heartbreaking.
That is fucked up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure this is gonna work, Allegro?
Allegro?
I've practiced spellcasting for centuries.
What the fuck?
It took you centuries to perfect it. What a waste of an afterlife, out faggot.
Is he doing all the voices?
No, that's definitely not him, but this one might be. I don't know. I don't know who else is doing the voices. Like, what the fuck? You need to be put in prison if you're if you're a voice actor in this.
You floating around bringing lost souls back to life?
Hey, I could.
Someone says,
I
do
just
you
don't feel
guys
like
think
it.
if Randy
It's a waste
Stair
of my
would have
fucking
gotten
time.
head, he would have changed his mind? I don't know.
Nah.
I'm 2 seconds away from shoving my fist into your asshole, piercing your heart on the way to your tongue, which I will then exert from your vagina that you are so in denial that you possess.
What would that solve?
It'd be amusing.
Oh my god. Guys, let's get moving. This is serious business.
Him voicing the two other characters.
Back to the
Oh,
scene of the
what?
crime.
I forgot.
All right. Ember said they're in the
He
closet.
shot himself.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I thought they were cremated. Yeah, so did I. She's a sneaky one.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Where are we in time right now?
What's that? What's the shirt he's wearing? AE? What is that brand? DPT? AE? I'm gonna look, I'm gonna look that up.
American Eagle? American Eagle.
What?
That'd be American Eagle. Yeah, chat says American Eagle.
Why would she do that though? That doesn't make sense.
Some shitty like Hollister brand.
I hope
No,
that
I
the
know
guy
American
book-
Eagle,
You
but
can at least show me a little respect.
No.
it's just like an emo
Circus twat.
American Eagle shirt.
Airhead.
Yeah.
Stubborn cunt.
Smart ass.
Drug addict.
Ugh.
All right. Now. How does this work?
What the
Addict.
what the fuck is this?
All right. Now. How does this work? Just do exactly as I say. Hand out. Say the spell.
It's a plastic frog.
Did I do something wrong?
I think you might have left out a. Froggy!
Oh my fucking god, dude. Put a cock in it.
Whoa, that's his room, right?
Yeah.
He has like a
Dallas and the
posters.
Beatles.
Frozen and then the Beatles, like
I'm Allegro. That's the Nesta.
A Hard
And you
Day's
already know
Night.
this
He was
fella over
Beatles
here.
fan? Dude. Catcher in the Rye, man.
Catching the Rise so hard. Who the like for real
What
though?
kind of like 14 like how old is this kid right now? Like 21? Like
Let me see how old he was. Let's see. Oh, fuck, I have so many windows open. Hold on.
there's someone says this should be illegal. Well, you know what, dude? There was this thing up until the 80s called the American Illustrator Society, and it was a
Stair.
union, and if you wanted to work as a animator or an illustrator or a person who made art in America, you had to get a license from them. If you guys want to know why, when you look at like all the advertising and art from the 50s and 60s and even early 80s, like you're like, oh, this stuff is really good. And then it took a nosedive. It's because they got rid of the union that was in charge of quality control. There was a time in this country where if you were a guy like this and you drew this shit and you were like, I want to make art, like there was a group of like old white guys that would take one look at it and they'd be like, "No, you can't do that."
You're going to the sanitarium.
No, they'd be like, "Yeah."
You're
they
gonna
would
shoot
be
up
like,
your
"You're
work."
going to the fucking, Edison like light bulb factory, like faggot, like go,
He was
like, you're going
24 when
to-
he shot the place up. So like I'm thinking he was like 21, 22.
What? Yeah, and in what, in 2010? Like,
Yeah.
what kind of 21-year-old in 2010 has like several Beatles posters on their wall?
A
This
Hard
guy's
Day's
fucking
Night.
Sick.
Oh my
Okay?
gosh.
The Beatles.
Oh my gosh, he has multiple.
Okay.
He really does
Yes.
have multiple. Oh my. Frozen? I didn't even see that one.
I
What
know,
the
man.
fuck? And then the
A
Dallas Cowboys.
wall clock poster. This kid is sick. You just look at his room and you're like, dude, you're fucking all over the place, aren't you? Like, you should have like a Witcher 2 poster. Like,
Yeah.
be normal.
What is this? Nero? I don't know
Was
what
he
that
from
is.
Texas? Why does he have a Dallas Cowboys?
The shooting happened in Pennsylvania. What the fuck?
See,
Doesn't
people want to watch creepy pastas to get like their stomachs like turned inside out.
Watch
but, like,
Randy stare. Oh my gosh. Scroll the fucking DeviantArt carnage.
sense.
He is an angry
Randy.
video game
There's
nerd,
no way in
folks.
hell that that's you in there.
We're from the EGS, Froggy. We're all dead. You were too, but we brought you back.
The EGS is the band.
I thought that was a crock of shit.
Nope. We're legit as dirt. I still want to shove a dick in your mouth, though.
No, please.
Weird.
don't.
There's like all this like rape.
Froggy,
I know.
we're here
She was
because
like,
we
I'm
want to
gonna
recruit
jam my
you.
fist in your ass. I'm
Yeah.
gonna fucking shove a dick in
Wait,
your mouth.
oh,
Like,
Allegro, why is it
very
the whale back?
weird. Like,
Right.
Takes gays twice as long to resurrect.
Charming. Anyways, we want you to join us, Froggy, in the Eternal War. Are you in?
Of course. This is me. I get my own pair of hooters.
Those are my boobs.
Hey, Randy. What color underwear are you wearing?
Black and fucking blue, which is what you're gonna be in 2 fucking seconds! Now stand back! This is gonna hurt.
he's got empty beer bottles and cans on display. That is such a red flag. If you ever go to anyone's house, like you go hang out at like you see some bros and they've got their like beer cans or bottles like on a mantle, like it's
Yeah.
like a like 10 beers. Like I drank 10 buds last night. Like you gotta leave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next to their Beatles and Dallas
yeah.
Cowboys
Like-
wall clock while you're in
like,
Pennsylvania.
He's like, I drank a Rolling Rock. I need people to know, like, I drank a 75-cent tall can. Like, what? What is all that shit? Like,
Just
I like
shitty board games.
Yeah, like Rebel EOS. I like analyzing the shit in the back. General Mills whole grain. He's got boxes back there.
Huh.
You can tell
More
this guy's
bottles.
sick.
You can see
Look
more
how-
bottles.
Like his clothes are all hanged and color coordinated.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Well, he's got beer bottles, meaning
Yeah,
that
yeah,
he
yeah.
is for sure leaving those there for props, not because
Yes,
he's
he wants people
messy.
to like see that he's like, I had a beer. Have you had a
Yeah.
beer? And it's like, bro, you're 22. Like, this-
That's not cool.
How do you use these things?
oh no.
Don't worry.
Dude, he
buddy,
made
I'll
his
show you
frog
the
into a
ropes.
ghost girl.
Going to be difficult, this one, isn't he?
Let's just get moving already. Bored.
Wait, hang on. What about the whale?
Fuck him.
Well, unfortunately, there's nothing
The
more we
fuck
can
are we
do.
looking at?
The spell can only be done once every moon. Or once every month in terms for you to understand. That's enough, you bitch!
Die.
Dude, what?
The other one's
lad.
dead.
Farewell, dear friend.
I'm sorry, buddy.
That stuffed animal's dead.
I'm not gonna let you waste away like this, okay? we'll come back. All right? I promise.
Let's go then.
Hoopler says I'm starting to get it. I'm not. What are you? What?
Sir? Are you okay? Wow. Dude, there's
On the
so
next book,
many.
on Confessions of an MK Ultra Handler, like this is the kind of like energy I'm trying to fucking.
This is his actual channel.
Is it?
Yeah.
They never took it down?
Oh my gosh. What? This is how
Or
you know
is
it's a
this a
real
re-upload?
shooting. This is how you know it's a real shooting. Let's see. No. 6, 7, 8 years ago. 9 years ago. 10 years ago. This is how you know it's a real shooting. If any other shooting happens, instantly, nothing about them anywhere can ever be found, wiped off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
This guy's YouTube channel documenting his descent into madness is still there.
This is like what Biggie like should marathon next. Like from beginning to end. Like I don't think you could do it. Like
No.
you couldn't.
That was
Biggie
commentary. It's like
he could go from beginning to end,
welcome to hell.
Dude.
Wait, what? Are these all? It's like a podcast.
Into with this. In March, it was when I first started animation with Floyd.
Dude, he doesn't he's just like a skinny dude. Like he doesn't even look that fucking insane, really, or like any.
I don't know, man. You look into his eyes, dude. You could see.
Flash. And
There's
it
like
really was
something.
just trial and error. Let's see
I
what
don't
this
know.
does. Let's see what I can do with this. And
What's
I had to
this?
watch
Go
some
back and like
tutorials on YouTube
organize
just
his
to get my
videos
bearings
by
with it.
views. I want to see like
And-
what is highest viewed. 123K.
10
Whoa.
years ago, and he never got that height again.
Where's this guy?
Damien?
Randy, have you seen my wooden alligator?
You should have that guy calling to your
Watch
show.
your videos on the show.
I mean, have you seen
This
him?
guy, his
Yeah.
friend.
No,
That would be. See,
He's
like
gone.
that's avant-garde, dude.
and I care why.
You see my videos? You never know the shit he'll come up with next.
He's a
He's
YouTuber too.
unpredictable.
Well, it isn't my problem.
Does he
that
have a
lost your
channel?
precious
Is
I
there a
don't
link?
know. We'll
Is it
see.
like,
Oh, God, I see him!
He's on my face!
Ah!
It probably says at the end.
this is not funny.
Feel like I had to vomit.
So yeah, last night I had a pretty bad nightmare, but it was
Whoa,
nothing
someone
compared
says
to what
they used to
happened the day
watch
before
this
that.
guy when they were a kid.
He might be
Really?
a big YouTuber. I don't know.
The other guy?
Yeah.
The day before that.
Let's
Check it
watch
out.
this Q&A of his. I'll grab your link and see what it is.
Wow.
The fuck?
So I thought I'd do another.
No, this is Pioneer Production. So this is Randy Stair's channel.
Damien's channel's right here.
Okay. What is he?
1.9 mil
Whoa!
subs.
This guy's got 2 million subs?
Yeah.
Oh,
he hasn't
he's all, like,
uploaded in
old
2
now?
years.
What
Well,
was the
yeah, this
last
was
thing?
10 years
His
ago.
last video was Goodbye. Did you see that?
This is not
This is
goodbye.
not Goodbye. I think it is,
I
bro.
think it was.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, so he was probably big like back in the day, because you know
Did this
it
guy
looks like he
make a
stopped.
video? Like, is there a video on this guy's channel that is like a response to the shooting? Like, did he like? Did
No, that's a good question. Yeah. So that would have
Or
been.
did he completely like sweep it under the rug?
So it would have been like 4 years ago, 2017. Doesn't look like it.
No, he didn't. He fucking.
Unless it's the trying to keep my head up. Well, so this would have been 4 years ago. Let's see what day. November 30th. That's 2016. That's.
When
The
did
shooting happened June 8th, 2017.
Okay.
He stopped uploading 4 years ago, pretty much.
What happened to no? Yeah, he didn't.
This was right after.
Okay.
What happened to him? This is. So hold on. Well, let's see when this video was uploaded.
When I was.
This is the one before it. So April. Okay. Then shooting happens June 8th, 2017. Doesn't upload till December, and then makes this video.
All right. Who's this stranger? Don't adjust your screen so you are not hallucinating. 7 years. So that means I was 17 when I first started, like senior year in high school, and now I'm 29. That's crazy. In that span of time, I've never taken that many months off when producing. A lot of you probably know, so because I truly needed a break. I just didn't have that drive.
Dude, if
to
my
continue
uncle
on
saw
YouTube,
this, he would
at
call
least
this guy a
in that moment of
faggot.
time.
Yeah.
Also, YouTube itself has been in a funk this
He'd be
year,
right.
as a lot of you probably
I was
know,
thinking
so-
about me and Aaron, you know, my writing partner. We were talking about like
pretending it didn't even happen, but there's
what
no way
kind of-
that's a coincidence.
Yeah, he's not. He didn't fucking say shit. He's like, I don't. Yeah.
But that's not a coincidence. There's no fucking
Imagine
way.
like, I never point cameras at myself, and I don't want people to point cameras at me. Like, what kind of person do you have to be to like point a camera at yourself and then say some stuff and then put it online?
And it's gay. And on top of it, you're saying
Dude.
it's all gay.
Yeah.
Everything you're saying. Well, you know, where'd I go? But there's no way that's a coincidence. Those dates. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the other one? Somebody linked Q&A.
Q&A video. It's been about a year since I last did one. I always say I gotta do them more often. Blah 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 blah.
I mean,
blah.
why? Like, okay,
I guess that's just
his branding is somebody else's intellectual property. Like, what is it with these fucking retards? Like, you can't like get famous selling like a Disney Channel cartoon.
Right.
Like, what the fuck are you thinking?
How it's gonna be.
And if you did, it would be stupid. It
Let's
would be
just dive into
retarded.
these questions. How did you cope when your iMac was corrupted? It sucked. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't make videos. I couldn't edit videos. I couldn't record videos. I couldn't do nothing. It was like being stuck in limbo. It was awful. Thought I would ask, is it possible that you might merge
There's
your
more
main
stuff in
channel
his
and the gaming
room.
channel? No, because I kind of did that when I first started doing gaming videos. I did a Slender week
wanna
where I
look
did
at
a
his
Slender
room,
video
too.
every day for Slender.
Let's see. Does he run around his room here?
Well, was that him playing guitar? Curtain call, abandoned, unfinished. Is he playing?
Dude, does he
guitar?
actually play that intro part? Why didn't he just do... Okay, wait a second. Hold on.
Yo, come on. Why?
What the
dude?
fuck is his room?
How do you get like this?
6 Beatles posters. He's got a Dallas Cowboys wall clock. He's got a Frozen Elsa poster. He's got all like 12, 6, whatever ponies.
Sick freak.
What is that?
I can't see it. It doesn't look fucking good, you know? It looks like a goddamn...
Hold on. Let me put it on slow-mo.
Dude, we're like forensic file. Like,
Yeah. I remember Mr. Medicare made a video about this when it first came out, but I haven't seen it in like forever, so I don't remember like anything. Or when it first came out, when he initially did it. Not... Yeah, it wasn't a drop.
when the shooting debuted. The premiere. When the shooting premiered. Oh, dude, are
you
those
can't tell what
ticket
that
stubs?
is.
Those are ticket stubs on a cork board? Dude, my little sister used to do that. That's fucking gay.
Is that one picture there with actual people?
Yeah. This is his custom commissioned art.
All right. Normal.
Pretty badass, ain't it?
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Seems like it's been a while since I made a recording for this channel. Anyways,
He
it's
loves that
crazy.
shirt.
In a week and a half.
Yeah, he does. Holy
24.
shit, it's the same one.
I know. I was looking on
24.
eBay. I was like, I want that shirt. Like,
I want
think I was
his.
15 and a half.
Yeah,
His parents or whoever sell it.
24 now.
it's probably
almost.
still hanging in that closet.
That's
Unless
really
I bet he
fucking
was
fucked
wearing
up.
that.
Oh.
I mean, it's his favorite shirt. Like, what else? What other shirt would he wear when it was time to like do the occult ritual to transmute himself into a sexy Ben 10 ghost or whatever? Danny fan.
His favorite shirt, baby.
Yeah, that poster.
Oh
is
my
actually
gosh.
real. That's an actual EGS poster that I made and got printed, and it turned out fucking amazing. I love it.
Yeah,
I
it
look
sure
at
did.
it.
The
every
stroke's
day.
cool.
It's fucking
I
awesome.
like how he's got the stroke
Anyways,
outline.
for those who are still around on this channel waiting for me to do stuff on it, unfortunately, there's not really gonna be.
Does he
much of
play? I
anything.
want to see him play.
If
I don't
you've
know.
lived under a rock. I've said a million fucking
What's all
times
this
on
shit?
this.
Let's see.
Called EGS, which is short for Ember's Ghost Squad. It's
What?
youtube.com/EGS World.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
it's got its own channel. YouTube.com/EGS World.
Yo, that's him playing. If that's actually him playing, that is the stupidest fucking shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, just make that, dude. Stop animating ghost girls and start making your gay fucking punk pop about whatever. I don't know.
But there's a link.
Oh, here it is.
It's gone.
Somebody
It's
else
been
took it.
replaced. Yeah. By some dude with a better fucking profile picture.
Ember's Ghost Squad. It's
Alright, what else? Let's see.
youtube.com/EGS. They're shorts because I can't put out 15-minute videos.
But like, if that's actually him recording, he's not even like that bad at recording. You know what I mean? Like, that's decently recorded music, and like, I mean, it's not atrocious. It's not really my thing, but like,
He's good enough to have like a amateur emo band that can like play at a dive bar down the street, and
Yeah.
you could get some like top from a fat girl.
right,
Like,
right. Yeah, what the fuck?
Check it out if you'd like to. I think it's pretty
well,
funny.
he's just
because
stuck in his
I've made a lot
fucking
of Facebook-
stupid
or
world.
tried
Yeah.
to get that episode
Like, bro,
done,
what
but I
is
had 4
like?
different
You could
ideas for
find
it,
a
and each
girl
and
that
every
looks
one
like
I
one of
really
these
Ew.
retarded girls
had
you
lines
like.
recorded for it, and it just didn't.
Yeah,
turn
yeah,
out before I
easily.
didn't put in all the animation.
Especially if he can play the guitar like that
Figure out which was going to be the best
and
episode.
sing
know.
like that.
Because the first idea I had, other episode, don't feel frustrated.
Dude, it's just him
Oh
talking
my
over this
God.
hideous picture for 25 minutes.
Okay, I want to help out with E EGS.
EGS.
Let's sign up.
I talk about it all the fucking time. But let's back up for a bit. For those who haven't
Randy,
heard,
are you
it's
on the
been
other
3
side?
weeks now
Respond to
since
me
I've
if so.
retired this YouTube channel, Pioneers
Are you a ghost
Man,
girl?
he's dead.
had to
I
make
wish
a
he
brand
wasn't
new
dead.
YouTube
It would be
channel,
dope
which
if
the
he
link
was
is
just
in the
in
video
jail.
description
Oh,
for.
yeah.
But before
Totally.
you subscribe,
I'll
You know, like
email
Charles
him.
Manson is in jail. Ted Kaczynski. You can write those guys letters.
Yeah. Dude, I wish
Why
that
are
they
his
had.
eyes so dilated?
They always are. I was looking
I
at that in the like 10-year-old picture, or I mean video. The video there was the collab. His eyes were fucking so dilated. It is weird as fuck.
Like,
to
look how
it, hear
creepy
me out
he
on
looks
this.
with those big old gaping
Yeah.
I want you to
irises.
subscribe to this YouTube channel if and only if you are interested in my EGS productions. If you've been watching me for the last few years and you've watched my last few videos, then you pretty much know what EGS is. If you've seen Amnesia Rape, The Search for Remember,
Amnesia
Extinction,
Rape.
Resurrection, Absolution, and
Who
most
hasn't?
recently Abyss.
I'm
Those
looking
are
at pictures
all
of this guy.
EGS related productions. I spent the entire year
Dude,
last
he
year
has several
learning animation
American
from the
Eagle
ground up,
Outfitter shirts.
starting with absolutely zero knowledge.
Oh
of it.
shit, he's got a natural selection shirt.
Oh shit, let's go. He has to be on some meds with pupils like that,
Probably.
or just
Yeah,
fucking
SSRIs,
insane.
huh? They probably
yeah,
put this poor
yeah.
kid on so much shit just because he was like,
Yeah,
his teachers were like, tell us how you think Anne Frank felt. And he like wasn't paying attention. And then they're just like, put him on pills.
yeah. Or you're just sad.
Dude, they tried
And
to
now
do
I'm
that
at a
shit
point
to me
now
in school.
where I'm ready to move
was not
forward with
down.
it and just do what I've
I went to the
set out to do.
doctor because I wanted to play
EGS
CS:GO really
is
well,
not based-
and I was like, I can't focus, doc. I don't know what I need. I don't know. I don't know what could help me here. You know, I just like looked up the symptoms required for like ADD and Adderall. And I just said, I can't do that. And then I got a prescription of Adderall. And then I went home and I played CS:GO. I was dope.
That's tight. I did the same thing with modafinil
yeah.
and Adderall. And I got a prescription for those two.
Yeah, it's the best.
Based on one specific idea. It is in fact based on an insane amount of ideas. And I could sit here for
physiognomy, ugly look, bad physiognomy. Hey, what do you think of his physiognomy? We love Trobo.
Into the point. I'm making this video.
I mean, I don't know. He's just like a skinny white kid.
Yeah, that's not really bad. He's not even. I mean, his face is pretty even, like on both sides.
Yeah.
It's literally just his pupils. He looks fucking insane.
If this guy just did a little mewing and took some peak height,
looking for any girls out there,
he would have been all right.
Touching the SSRIs.
Who could help with production in general. Like if you could do backgrounds, that would be amazing. Because
what if your mom
really
listened to this?
Wardrobes for the characters.
Like what? Why would you?
Music, if you could sing,
look at this kid,
awesome.
right? He's 20,
sound
what,
effects,
22,
design,
right? What are these posters? Why does he have these Disney Pixar?
Oh yeah,
posters?
that's another Disney.
Your fucking parents. That's that weird movie. That's an MK Ultra movie.
That one. What is that?
That makes kids think that they have like transgender ghosts inside their mind. It's called something. What is it? It was like a. I think it flopped.
Are you for real?
Yeah,
That's what it's about.
Disney,
it's like a multi-personality disorder type thing. Dude, wait, is it?
Pixar,
it's like all these characters are inside a kid's head.
Yeah. What is it?
Oh my gosh, it's literally like the multiple system
called, shit. Disney. The emotions are the main feature from Inside Out, dude. Look, let's look up the trailer for this shit. I think it's very clear that it's these cartoons are what, like, you look at Chris Chan, like that's the Mockingbird.
Yeah, it's like if someone's already got a weak mind, and then they
official
take
US
in
trailer right there,
and then they take in like the like an MK Ultra programmed like whatever, like Mind Hazard, and
which is everything Disney is, you know.
And they're already like weak-minded, or they have some problem with them, and they immediately internalize it and obsess over. Future Jimbo again. That's Disney copyright. I'm just gonna skip over that whole part. All right.
Every time he powers on, it makes the same sound that an Apple computer makes when you turn an Apple computer on, and then they kill Wally in the show, and they're like desperately trying to bring him back to life. So like in a Pavlov's dog kind of situation, you have like this 4-year-old kid that is like traumatized, and the only thing they want to hear is the sound that Wally makes when he gets powered up, but it's exactly the same sound that Apple products make when they get powered up. And like 4 years later, like when like Apple, like 6-7 years later, like Apple stock like just skyrocketed.
Yeah,
people are like, how did that happen? And it's like, I don't know, you know. Think about it, you know.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. All right, full circle. Help out with EGS.
But you can never have.
How can we help, Randy?
And I want you guys to be able to participate in this thing and help make it something special. I can't do it all. I won't lie. I can't just sit here and waste my entire life on doing an animated YouTube series and do it all by myself.
Guess what, buddy?
There hasn't been much this series yet because this entire time has been to create this vision in my head and get it.
Someone's asked me if I've seen Serial.
It is a very slow process, especially having to do this by yourself. Now, with time, this can go somewhere. I know it can. It just won't happen right away. Finally,
1994.
I'm making things happen. It's not one of those spending 8 months on something.
Oh, John Waters
ordeals.
Tight.
Last year was. There's stuff that's actually getting made now, and it actually looks pretty good compared to what you've seen.
Dude, I bet this movie's dope.
The scrapped episode.
What is it?
Animation wasn't even.
It's called Serial Mom. I guess the mom is a serial killer. It's from 1994. It's John Waters, the dude who did Crybaby.
Ooh. Serial Mom. Are any of the
like,
bitches
John
hot?
Waters is like a disgusting freak homosexual,
Mm-hmm.
but he's from a time when gays were like closeted and oppressed,
Yeah.
and so they had to like work really hard to express themselves. It's like this thing. Like I really like that band Dead or Alive, right? And the lead singer like was a transsexual freak who killed himself, right?
Yeah.
But his music was really really good, and I wanted to like create this. I talked to my cousin about this. I was like, ever since we let gay people out of the closet, their art and music has turned to shit, right? Like, I think we should convince gay people to closet themselves again in order to heighten their ability to create good art. You know?
Yeah.
Like, being like the normalization of like the way global homo has made them, they're too comfortable, man. They're everywhere, and they suck, and they're annoying as fuck. But like back in the day, you had gays like John Waters who had to like, you know, create art with like the burning fire of 1,000 suns, right?
Yeah. 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 Something to it. It's like incels that their music turns to shit as soon as they start getting pussy. Nah, I'm just kidding. His music's not shit, but you know,
it's true.
Made less of
it's
it.
true. That's why I think Aggie will surpass Shooter, because Aggie is unfortunately less handsome than Shooter is. Like, Shooter's kind of a good-looking dude. Like, and
he's just
like,
Asian.
He's got style. Yeah, but he's like got a square jaw. He's not short. He has a deep voice. Like, and he's fucking talented. Like, he pretends, but I know for a fact that he gets like one or two pairs of tits in his fucking DMs a day. You know?
Yeah, without a doubt.
That's gonna make his music suck.
It looked like
it's true.
Shit. And back then I thought it looked really cool because, you know, I never animated before in my life.
Or I'll have to turn into something else. All right, back to the MK Ultra victim.
Get created. It's insane. And to think
what's he talking about again?
Sat there and made it all.
Oh, EGS.
I can't believe the stuff that I'm doing is something that I made.
You're so talented.
It's based on a character from a Nickelodeon show. I made this. It's insane.
Yeah, asterisk.
But it would be even better if I had some help with it. I don't want anyone out there to feel like...
Is that too loud for the...
I don't think I'm good enough for this. It seems like it's out of my league. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't bother trying to contribute. Don't think like that, because anything can be helpful for this.
Imagine thinking that. Imagine being like, that's still too high level.
Yeah. I need all the help I can get with this. That's the sad truth. I can't just do it all. The biggest area that's lacking right now is background design and wardrobe design.
Like, I wonder
which
which
main things right now.
One of his like rainbow fruitcake personalities he's imagining himself as right now. You know?
I wonder what's going on inside his head.
Yeah, I want to zoom into his head.
It's all 5 ghost girls.
It is. That's what those are. That's what those are.
It's demons.
Yes, it's fucking demons.
He has demons in his head, literally saying, "We're ghost girls. You remember Danny Phantom? That's us.
Yeah.
You can be one of us.
You should go kill someone, dude.
Oh my gosh.
We just like unraveled like." It's super like it's just like 2,000 years ago, like a bunch of old fucking dudes like explain this shit to us in a book.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
there's demons on Earth, and if you're weak and you don't do good things and you do bad things, they can take over.
And in 2017, they turned themselves into Danny Phantom Ghost Girls.
Oh my gosh.
The backgrounds and everything. The just general layout is the most important thing with this. I'm looking for anyone that would just be willing to lend a hand, and just even if it was just like
the Beatles shirt, the shirt, the Beatles.
I'm not expecting anyone out there to do the animation.
What's with the
That's
fucking
all on my
Beatles, dude?
That's
they
my
suck.
First MK Ultra.
But just anything.
Shooter would agree too.
The
fucking fuck the Beatles, dude. Beach Boys.
I gotta do all this.
Yeah, I always thought the same thing. It was like, some of their songs when I was like a kid, I was like, it's kind of fun, I guess. It's
good pop music, but
yeah, I wouldn't really listen to it though. Not really. you know, and especially over and over again, it's like those songs are so fucking obnoxious.
And John Lennon, it's so weird. Like, John Lennon was spreading like straight up globalist propaganda, right?
Yeah.
Like, and why would this? It's so like, how cool was the CIA when they were like, we need to fucking activate a guy to get rid of this communist? Like, everything's completely switched. Now it's the other way around, you know?
Yeah.
Now the CIA is like exactly who they didn't want to be, you know? It's fucked up.
Well, yeah. It's arguable whether it was there's probably good elements to it and bad elements to it fighting inside of it at the time, like the whole time, but yeah, they definitely want out now, I would imagine.
You don't understand how long it takes.
I just want to see more of his room.
Because when you watch shows on TV or, you know, animated web series that are really popular, you got a whole team of animators working on this stuff, usually. And the thing is with this, they're not short things. These are at least 5 minutes long or more. They're not short videos, and to do all this by yourself takes a long time. It was a huge sacrifice, leaving this channel behind to just do what I wanted to do. It wasn't easy. I debated this change for a long time. It's been at least a year and a half.
What was the last video he did before?
It wasn't until last year that the animation...
That's a good question. Let's check.
My best fat ass moments? Reset button?
He has fat ass moments?
Do this pwn.
No, this is like a highlight reel of his past shit.
No, he's doing this for shit.
Dude, he had friends.
Yeah, dude, look, they're like doing jackass shit.
Yeah, how the fuck did he turn into this?
Beers? I don't know, dude. It's the demons, man. It's the fucking
oh my gosh.
cartoons.
He let them into his head.
Yeah, there's like less and less of these guys around him and more fucking cartoon demons.
Dude, wait, did he have merch? No. What?
Dude, look how much Hollister shit he has.
American Eagle, American Eagle, American
Eagle. What is
Eagle.
that about?
Wait, is that American Eagle? That looks like
it's all Hollister, American Eagle, Abercrombie. Like it's all from the same Fitch. You know, like it's all.
It's
the
not
same.
even like a. That's not like a. It's like a hype beast, but for like really shitty brands.
He's like, yeah.
What the fuck? Yo, there's his merch. There is merch for it. Can I still buy that?
New chain. Oh god, that
dude,
would be so tight.
You want to see what I bought today? Hold on, let me show you this.
If it's fucking, I'm on his channel too. What if his like Printful or whatever was like
still up?
He has a personal Twitter. It's still up. Personal Twitter still up.
About. Soundtracks, Instagram, Twitter, EGS.
Deleted, though.
Soundtracks, Facebook.
EGS takes you to that broken YouTube channel. Instagram takes you to a dead channel. Soundtracks.
His music?
Oh, dude, his Bandcamp.
Oh my gosh. EGS tapes volume 1.
Yeah. How much can you buy this?
Yeah, $9.
$9.
That's insane.
Where's the money go?
Hi. This is Mackenzie.
It's the demons.
The date is...
The hell?
Silly me. I forgot what the date is.
Dude, this isn't music. That's not music.
What is it?
Listen.
I know. Keep going.
Really matters. Anyways, I'm recording this tape for myself. I don't really know where to start. You see, there's been some strange events that have been happening lately. I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like the world is closing in on me.
So he wrote this and he had some girl read it.
Yeah.
So this is like
oh my gosh.
The female demon in his mind expressing itself.
Speaking, yeah.
I feel like there are eyes on me, even in the darkest rooms. It's extremely nerve-wracking. Like
conspiring a massacre?
There are very few words to describe to the world on how I truly feel about people.
Whoa.
Humans.
Okay, this is the only one that's not a psyop, because if this was a psyop, this would not exist. There's no way.
Yeah.
This is being sold for money.
There was no handlers. There was no cleanup crew.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there was no person that was like, oh, yeah, go get Stephen Paddock's brother and put 10 gigs of child porn on his computer. Like,
The demons were free.
Yeah, dude. Where are these demons now?
The worthless, insignificant
Another tranny's head.
filth that
Yeah.
inhabit the putrid planet of Earth. Do you even know what it's like to wake up every day and endure endless pain and torment from the world around you?
It's like anti-life.
Do you even know what it's like to be forced to live in a body that brings you nothing but agonizing shame?
What?
Do you even know what it's like to pass through society without a purpose? I don't feel anything anymore. No right, no reason, no wrong.
This is his
No
manifesto.
humor.
Yeah.
No
It's
sadness.
called Conspiring a Massacre.
No happiness.
What the
Just
fuck?
hatred.
Talk about a red flag.
I want
Hatred.
to kill people. It
Why?
doesn't matter who. People need to die so we can expand. The squad needs souls. And there's fresh ones all
The
over
squad.
this town. Ripe for the taking. Rachel and I were talking the other night.
Did he just say there's demons all over this town?
Yeah, go
Fresh
back.
ones all over this town. People. It doesn't matter who. People need to die so we can expand. The squad needs souls. And there's fresh ones all over this town.
Fresh ones, fresh souls.
Right for
Okay.
the taking. Rachel and I were talking the other night, and we put our heads together and came up with a miraculous conception. It was an immaculate conception. We're gonna become goddesses once this is carried out. People will remember our faces and cower from us for the rest of time. Andrew and Rachel. The perfect storm of inescapable chaos.
Yeah, I hate this guy too. He's Holden Caulfield. It's Catcher in the Rye, man. You're not special. He's like, can you imagine? Like, he had a nicer bedroom than I did when I was his age. Like, I was poor growing up. Like, I didn't have any of that shit. Like, you got all this stuff. You have all these friends. You have a fucking backyard. You have a trampoline. Like, what pain? Like, what are you fucking talking about, dude? Like, what is he talking? Why is he? It's demons.
It's demons. It's so funny. I mean, like listen to how he describes talking to the other, members of this ghost squad, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's we see a poster behind him, okay, in one of these videos, and it's whatever. It's the fucking the whatever out. Disney movie about like a bunch of personalities in your head, okay? He's talking about like seeing, and you see how he's like trying to portray it in his like videos too, where it's like they're out in front of him, like all talking to him. It's like it's literally that's what he's saying.
Columbine.
Oh.
Whoa.
Virginia Tech.
Dude, we're full circle.
9/11. The Oklahoma City bombing. JFK. We'll become permanently plastered in the historic images of time as heroes. People will be running like lunatics as we're hunting them down. We'll be physically taking the life out of their souls. Oh my goddess, I can't wait.
Oh my goddess.
Oh man. There's gonna be choppers, SWAT teams, and there'll be paramedics just everywhere.
One second. Oh.
You can try and stop us, but guess what? We don't give a fuck. Because we're gonna die doing it. And so will you. First the county, then the country, and then the world. We're not two humans with a list full of problems. We're two advanced souls who were sent here to cause destruction to this world. You might just see us as two 130-pound sacks of fly shit, but soon you'll be seeing us floating over your heads with powers beyond imaginable. the EGS will rise, and we'll have our way. One way or another.
You're
not safe. We're already here.
Guy is sick.
Someone bought this?
Yeah,
Where do you see
supported
it?
by Banake. He bought that. What else did that guy buy? Dude, I love these.
Where does
rabbit
it
holes.
say?
Dude, he's got
Oh.
EGS tapes volume 1. Music from the H.P. Lovecraft Literary Podcast.
All right, somebody put this guy in a mental hospital.
Dude, this is where the demons are now.
Yep. He went
Boy
from...
band, don't stay in school. Bearing?
That's the guy who writes PewDiePie's
Bearing.
shit.
Who?
The boy in a band guy, that's who writes PewDiePie's stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so he's popular.
His like racist diss tracks.
Macabre Music Volume 1. He bought a Bearing tape.
Where?
Oh, Poppy. He's got some Poppy shit.
Where's the Bearing
This
shit?
person is a fucking tranny.
Banake.
You can't see them, but they're around your everyday lives, analyzing your daily routines and waiting for the perfect time to strike. Let me ask you this. Do you know why people die in inexplainable ways? Oh, it's just because it was their time. Bitch, please. Our recruiter goes stage these events to cover up the fact that something from another world is lurking in the shadows of your everyday life. We want fresh souls,
Bitch, please.
strong souls, outcast souls, souls with little to no direction and little to no future. We want people dead, and we want them dead now! But it's not so simple. An invasion is inevitably close, but we're not strong enough yet. Our time will come. But for now, it's time for the world to rot from the inside out and for its blood to spill in the streets. Soon, Earth. Soon. You can run all you like, but you can't survive.
Imagine if his mom walked in doing this. Yeah, dude. Imagine being fucking this guy's dad, like, in the other room. Imagine being...
Starts crying.
Imagine if my uncle walked in.
Walks around him, he doesn't even know who he is. He starts crying. Oh, man. That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Whoa. The link somebody shared is pretty dope.
What is it?
It's another one of his videos.
Music video? Let's go. You know what would make this all totally red-pilled, and I would totally think you would have spaced? Is if he had this ghost girl harem, okay? And instead of being half the ghosts, he just like made himself like Danny Phantom, and it was like his ghost girl harem, right? That would be based, right? If he was depicting, he's just, these are like 18 of his girlfriends. It's like a harem anime, but it's like Danny Phantom characters or something. That would be king shit. That'd be based.
Just make him normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I think this has like a scene of him shooting up a store in this. Actually,
I saw that.
Yeah.
Is he playing this music? I don't.
He's gotta be.
That would have been so cool. I don't. That's pretty good, like shredding.
Right. Well, that's what I was saying. It's like if he's actually playing that. There's an unmixed soundtrack on his SoundCloud. Let's check.
Does it say? Is he like I play this music?
Andrew Blaze. Well, this is a soundtrack, so this is probably not well.
Who
unless...
the fuck is Andrew Blaze? Him?
I think so. Hold on, let me check. Are the shooting still up on one of these? Dude, I have so many fucking windows open. No, he's Randy Stair. He's not Andrew. Well, unless is Andrew Blaze like his character's name? I feel like that might be the case. Because he's Randy Stair.
Yeah.
But yeah, this account is named Andrew Blaze, I think. Or they're on all of these. Yeah, it's got to be.
I feel like
soundtrack. Is there like an actual song in this?
Tell me if I'm crazy, but I feel like if I like was Mussolini of our generation, like I would be like, okay, well, we need to imprison and or execute like the majority of people who like made this television show.
Yeah, possible. Well,
like,
no,
they should be held responsible. Like,
well, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this wasn't the MK Ultra. Like, you know, he could have been MK Ultra by other stuff, and this was just like something he was. Because I mean, like the girls, you know, the ghost girls in the show are hot. There's the hot fucking goth bitch in this show. It's all pretty heterosexual, really. It's like a bunch of fucking hot babes in this show for the most part. So really, I don't think his sister's hot. Dude, Danny Phantom has like every kind of hot girl. Yeah, he's got like his sister's like a hot redhead babe. He's got a goth babe. He's got a bunch of ghost bitches that he's got to fucking fight all the time. It's kind of red pill. I don't know how this happens. Hold on, I want to see are any of these the guitar songs? There it is. That's so loud. Is there no fucking audio?
Is that him playing?
It's gotta be. It's Andrew Blaze on it again.
Okay.
And he put the credits into the other voices on these.
He's pretty good. Like
right. That's what I was saying. It's like it's record. Not only is he pretty good, but it's also recorded well, right? Like he can actually get that all down good. So yeah, it's bizarre. I don't understand.
Demons.
It's the fucking demons. Curtain Call soundtrack. It's so fucking loud is the problem. And
not on my end.
Yeah, on mine and on the stream, it's just the problem. Hold on, I gotta turn down sound so I can play through. It's all the same song, I think. Oh no, it's not.
To a world that keeps me on my toes, and I'll ignore past regrets because I'm
Yem just linked the goth bitch from Danny Phantom. Oh my!
I like the pregnant one.
Oh, Kim Possible too. Oh my gosh! I'm gonna.
Is that the same studio, right? The art looks the same.
Yeah, was Kim Possible? I think she might have been Disney.
Disney, yeah.
This was Nickelodeon. So maybe they just got the same. They were like a generation apart, or like a few years apart. So it could have been the same people.
Yeah, I hate this art style.
Yeah.
But it was like the art style of cartoons for your generation.
Yep. This was making me think
with Johnny Bravo and Powerpuff Girls. I remember when those came out, everyone was like, "What?" You know, like the Flash animation look.
Yeah.
And then it just like
this was making me think. It says music is powerful, so powerful it hurts. This is probably like if the demons were in his head when he was playing this. This is probably also like a mimetic hazard for your mind to listen to. You know, like a psycho.
I think you and
active.
I are like strong enough.
Maybe. What if we're just like internalizing it? Yeah.
We might activate somebody in your chat.
What if we think we are, and then we like, you know, listen to all this, and then like we hear fucking Ember, and then like
Maybe
go on a shooting rampage.
You gotta remember, I'm like old, and my brain is like turning into fucking sand.
Yeah.
Like I can't like it's hard for me to just have like new ideas.
Right.
But yeah, you should be careful. You're like young and impressionable.
Okay, you're fucked too. Okay.
Cause they don't wanna hear it.
Yo.
Don't say I'm wrong with everything I do. Keep your head held high, cause there's always tomorrow when you'll be.
This kind of slaps.
It's like that, man. Make this song, you're like, you're
what?
Your show out with this shit. Close your shows out with Andrew
with
Blaze.
Curtain Call soundtrack by Andrew Blaze. I don't know what that means. Curtain Call version? Is that like he ended his videos with it? I guess.
What was that guy
fuck. What?
Liking all of Biggie's shit. Remember the Metro Center guy was like into like following Biggie,
yeah,
and, like liking all this stuff.
Yeah,
like
comeback song.
Like this sounds like that to me. Like I know it's not as high production, but like those guys had a recording studio behind, like a record label behind.
No, it just sounds ridiculously good. Like this sounds better than like 90% of the people on SoundCloud that are like, you know, like related to us.
I don't know if this is him or not. Like who? Okay, well, like who's on the? Who's this? One of our boys?
Yeah, I guess. Right, like that's record. I mean, I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying, like that's like, you know, this is amateur music sound.
Yes,
his sounds like
his shit's mixed.
Yeah, so well.
Who's playing the drums? Who's on the bass? Like, what is like? I can't
Andrew
imagine
Blaze.
this guy's... I'm gonna look that guy up.
It's him.
Andrew Blaze. Yeah, dude.
Randy Stair, who operated under the name Andrew Blaze. That's kind of a funny name to choose as your stage name.
Playing.
Wait a second. Oh. I don't know. Let me check his YouTube.
Look at this channel right here. I'm on this. I'm gonna send you a link. Right?
Okay.
What I just want you to tell me, like in this, it says, in the fandom wiki, it's like, it says fan feed. Is that like people who? Is that related to any of this?
Fan feed?
Yeah. Like,
hold on, let me close some of this shit so I can.
I don't know.
Look.
What that like? What is this like?
Fan feed. Where do you post it? Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just looking at that. Yeah, the memorial thing.
So what is that? Are those related or like popular pages? Like Clover-esque, right? Is like on the right hand side. Is that a like, Natalie?
Well, this memorial wiki I think is it's a wiki
for
about YouTubers who've died.
Who's Clover-esque?
I don't know. I think that's just other popular YouTubers that have died.
Well, all her videos are gone.
Yeah. Well, most people when they die, you know, their family doesn't like just leave up, you know.
Why is all of his shit up?
They don't care. They didn't even give a fuck.
Clover-esque archive? What is she doing? Old Hollywood. So she's just some makeup bitch? So I'm looking at this other girl. I just want to, we'll get back on the Danny Blaze shit Andrew Blaze shit in a second, but I'm just curious as to.
I want to find him playing the guitar.
She began posting ASMR videos same year. However, on October 2018, her mother deleted all of her videos, including the 13-minute banana video. What? Forcing Natalie to start over on the internet. Clover-esque.
Going down the dead YouTuber rabbit
I'm taking
hole.
a side route while you look for a possibility of this guy playing music. Let me just. What is the banana?
Finale series episode
Eating
6.
a banana ASMR. So this bitch like filleted a banana all ASMR style. Oh yeah. So she's like whispering and like sucking.
Yeah, no wonder they took her videos down.
Well, her mom deleted it.
Yeah, no
and
wonder.
She killed herself.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Wait, song request. Yo, here it. He's at the mic. He's at the mic.
Before I was able to graduate from college, you had to do
Live on interview? Wait.
Fucking go. That's not. Is that him? Who
It's
is
not him. He was live on interview. Did he pay these people to do this? Okay,
I think this is the
that's them.
band
That's
he
gotta be
hired.
them. Okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah, dude. See, this
Yep.
guy wasn't talented. He just had money to pay people to make his pipe dreams come true.
Yeah.
What is this? So this band, what are they called?
The interview. Or on interview.
Yeah. I wonder where these guys are on now.
Damn, I was impressed.
I know.
I'm black belt now. Fuck.
See, it didn't make any sense. Somebody that like talented
Would have gotten more kills at least. Would have had a higher count.
He's got the fucking dexterity to play 4 instruments.
It would have been a fucking horrible massacre. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Imagine. That's funny. That's fucking funny. What is this?
Hi guys, it's Clover.
Clover.
This is the bitch
We're
that
not
killed
going
herself.
down the Clover rabbit hole, you freaks.
Not right now.
That's for
she's
another
dead.
day.
Dude,
Oh,
her,
fuck.
Can you imagine? She's like in the ground, like all stinky.
She's dead?
Oh, fuck.
Dude, look
Yeah,
at this
it's like-
one. Dude, holy shit. Imagine. Wow. It's all deviant art links.
Why would you draw this?
Oh, that's so
Sometimes
fucking funny.
I feel like I am like not meant for this world, right? Like I was looking at fucking like.
She have a sun right behind her.
Does she?
No, it's just a
I was looking
fucking
at
circle.
this shit the other day. Here, I'm gonna post this in your Discord, right?
Yeah,
And like in my mind,
this is the
I'm
rabbit hole
just
I'm
like-
going down. You know what I mean?
yeah, we'll go down that together. In my mind, I was like looking at this stuff, and I'm drawing my Death of a
Oh,
Negro
this?
cover. Yeah, and I'm like trying to make it look like this, right? And I'm just like, you know, I aspire to do like this nice illustration that's like the 60s fucking art, this and that. But like this world is no longer a place for like that kind of thing. Like I should
You
be
should
doing,
draw
like,
this.
yeah, dude, like that guy, he probably made like $1,000 for that. You know? Like the fucking market, like dude,
Oh my gosh! There's more. Oh my!
there's a lot.
He's laying on her pregnant belly in that one. What the fuck?
Demons everywhere, all around. Have you seen that movie Frailty?
Oh my! Dude, you can make loss out of this easily.
Yeah. Out of all four, like get 4 of them.
Yeah,
together.
yeah. And then find them crying, and then you're good. There probably is just a lost storyline of this. I would imagine if there's this many people drawing like storylines of them
Yeah.
getting, you know, whatever. I'm sure there's one where miscarriage or something.
There's like this is like such a Reddit thing for me to say, but like there's infinitely more of this on Pinterest than there is of those like 60s illustrations.
Yeah.
And that makes me like sad for the world. Well,
Yeah.
look at that one, the comic. Like, why have we like, oh, dude, she can't pick up the remote. How have we fallen so far from God's
my
grace?
gosh.
They have a baby?
Oh my gosh. Watch, there's gonna be one of them like old, and their kids are gonna be grown up.
Bro,
dude, it's The Incredibles, but it's Danny Phantom.
We should do.
He's his own son.
Jaden merch in this art style.
That would be so doable.
I would come out of retirement to secretly draw that for you and just let you do
Not
all
the
rest.
pregnant part, but Jaden like this.
Yeah, like a Danny Phantom Jaden.
Just put glasses on him and change the hair color. Put him in a suit.
Yeah, is there a picture of Danny Phantom in a suit?
Oh, definitely. I would. Yeah, I think there's him in the show in a suit, probably. Oh my gosh.
But if you put suit, you're just gonna get his fucking power suit.
Yeah, true. Prom. Look up like prom. Some sort of dance.
Yeah, but you need Danny Phantom prom. I'm gonna image search that. Well,
what time is it?
1,000,003.
I'm going for 6 hours. Okay.
Late night for you. What the?
We'll do it another day, but this is fucking perfect.
No, I can't do it today.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's fucking sick. Anyway, I don't know. Let's finish the help out with UGS.
Picked up in me, and I
fucking crazy bastard.
Butch's style is easy to emulate.
And the more I did it, the more I slowly started to realize that this could be a good opportunity, but you need to let go of what.
I have no idea.
I'll look that up.
Okay, I'm gonna keep playing this.
This point to do what makes you truly happy, and I went for it. I'm going for
Butch
it.
Hartman.
It's an all or nothing thing. This thing will either be something or it'll just be nothing.
It's going all in.
I'm hoping that it'll be something. And with some help, it's got an even better chance of getting seen. It just takes that one person to see it. That's all it takes. Now, as for episodes, this is a question people have probably been wondering. The episodes are very unpredictable, release-wise. It just depends. I mean, I can't crank stuff out every month. It is impossible. With this, it takes months. To do an animated production takes a very long time. And I've gotten a great cast of voice actors and actresses to help me with this. The voices, they're not even a concern because I have enough talent as it is. There is no limitation to voices. But it's the other aspects
there
that I need
is
help with, because
clearly
that's just the stuff that takes the longest.
There's no limitation with voices. You voice half the characters, and scary.
I spend my nights
that's
off
not
from
a
my
limitation.
full-time job
He's like that's
doing shots.
That's the feature. Yeah, that's how I hear him in my head.
TikTok Roy knows his shit. Yeah, Butch Hartman. I'm looking him up.
TikTok Raper's a pretty good he can draw pretty well.
Yeah, I bet he can if he knows who the fuck.
When we were playing what's it called? Scribblio. He was drawing like really good like little apus and stuff really fast.
So tight. Because he's probably got a tablet.
Yeah.
Does TikTok Roper have a portfolio? Do you have a DeviantArt, bro?
Resync everything. And just try
Can you draw pregnant Danny Phantom characters?
Can you draw Jaden?
And you might think a shot's good one day, then the next day you can improve it and make it even better because
with
you realize
pregnant AOC
next time. But animation, I just want people to understand how insanely tedious it is. You can't just make it happen by just snapping your fingers. This is like a whole year you know, build this up. I'm always working on stuff.
Dude, imagine, okay? We draw Jaden like Danny Phantom style, and it's like we put him twice around the word fuck liberals or something. Right? Like the where is it? The Plants vs Zombies guys in where did you post that?
In your Discord.
See.
In general. The Mark Dice shit?
Yeah.
Just go to Mark Dice's merchandise shop.
Just do that with Jaden.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, Mark Dice. Teespring. Yeah, go to his Teespring. God, he probably makes so much fucking money selling this shit to fucking MAGA boomers.
He's selling masks.
Yeah.
Liberal tears.
Make me a sandwich.
Let's fucking go.
Where's his Plants vs Zombies shirt? Oh, there it is. Beware of Democrats.
Where was it?
It's down. You gotta scroll down.
Oh. I like this one too.
Keep going. It says.
You know, an American Apparel Mark Dice shirt.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I got it.
How
Beware
fucking
of Democrats.
ridiculous is that?
With the white outline. It is kind of clean, though. I like the font. Very cool.
So what you're saying? It's like two Danny Phantom Jaden
yeah.
bracketing some shit font that says like, what does it say?
Fucking AIDS, man.
Yeah.
Fucking AIDS. And it's him with his arms folded, like Danny Phantom mode, but with his arms folded, leaning against the words.
He's too picky, man. He won't like that, but it's like genius.
Yeah, well, he doesn't really want his shirts to be jokes, I guess.
I know, man.
The same way.
Those were the shirts that sold the most. But I get it.
That would be so funny. He's so leaning against the words. You can make him into any character if you just make the hair brown, put them in a suit, and give him glasses. Like, literally. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Buddy Holly.
Yeah. It's Jaden.
That's fucking Jaden. That's not even a bad thing to be. Buddy Holly is like one of the coolest people ever.
Dope. Yeah.
He was kind of offended when we were saying that, but that's not even a bad thing. Anyway, all right. Let's I don't know. I gotta wrap this up.
Man.
I'm tired, but I don't know. Let's just watch. Were we watching this one, or did I skip through it? Oh, this was the one with guitar. Dude, that sucks so bad. That's not him. Could you imagine? That would be so dope. If he was, well, I don't know. If he'd be dead. I guess these guys are still alive, so that's cool.
The Chinese girl doing blackface link that he put, the comments on that video are out of control.
Wait. Ooh, I forgot.
He died in a plane crash. Yeah, he did. It was called Phantom Planet. They had that song where it was like, California, here we come. Remember that fucking song?
Yeah.
Phantom Planet? Yeah, that was another, like, that band and Jared Leto. It was like this weird thing where these, like, hot, young actor dudes were making these fucking screamo bands.
Hot dudes?
They were hot dudes, man. That's why they were on TV.
Whoa.
I meant hot, like, popular.
Shush, dude. Shush.
Dude, Amogus.
Wow. Well, that was so fun.
Anyways, well, thanks
we
for
went
having
across
me on
the
your
fucking board.
show,
Yeah.
bro.
Hey, thanks for coming on. That was great.
I feel like I understand how demons function.
Yeah. I learned a lot, for real. I learned functionally how to do stuff on Photoshop. I've learned things about the world. we, you know, it was just a good time. I think we made good content. So thanks for coming on, dog.
All right, bro. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hang up. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
See you later.
See you later, Doug. So, all right. Well, how fun was that, dude? So fucking good. So fun. Literally so fun. All right. Anyways. All right. And then I played more copyright music again. So that's so fun. That's so cool. But if you watched this whole video and you made it to this part, I just want to say once again, I love you. You're the best. Thank you so much for watching, for enjoying, hopefully. And yeah, see ya.